Hey friends, my name is Amy Rebecca. Welcome back to my channel and to day 5 of Vlogmas 2021. In one of my previous Vlogmas videos, I had a comment from Rachel SC asking me to go into a little bit more detail about my Etsy store and kind of like a behind the scenes, I guess, of what the heck is going on with that. And since I have a few Etsy orders to package up today and ship off, what better time to make that kind of video? The way I envision this panning out in my mind is kind of informational but also like a vlog. I don't know, let's see how that pans out. If you're new and you're thinking, hey, this kind of seems like a fun place to be, you're right, it is. Why not go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join the Odd Squad? That's our little family of oddballs, because we're all a little bit quirky here. And also give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying Vlogmas so far. And now let's just get into, I don't know, whatever the heck this video is gonna be. I am really struggling to find a good spot for filming today. We're in the midst of some wild weather, so all the rooms are really dark. It feels like nighttime, but it's 11:45. Anyway, I guess the first thing worth talking about in this video is what is my Etsy shop and what does it actually sell and why? So those of you who have been subscribed to my channel for a while and have particularly good memories might recall that this time last year I was using arts and crafts as a coping mechanism for my anxiety. 10 out of 10 recommend. It is very effective. It really helps keep your hands busy, helps keep your mind busy, but it's relaxing at the same time. I loved it. Knitting, yes. Crochet, yes. Went out and bought a Cricut machine. Did I need one? No. I was just really down a crafting rabbit hole at that point. Anyway, I soon realized that there is only so much crafting you can do before you start to get buried by scarves and coasters and miscellaneous other woolen items. So I thought, hey, the things I'm making are kind of cute. I wonder if I could sell some, and I set up an Etsy shop. It's literally all the thought that went into it. And it's worth saying at this point that my Etsy shop is not like a business. I mean, it is a business in that it makes money, but I don't treat it like a business. I treat it like a hobby. The truth is, the kinds of things that I sell on my Etsy shop, it's just not possible to scale it into a full-time business, nor would I want to, because that actually sounds quite stressful. I know a lot of people set up Etsy shops and then it becomes a full-time thing for them and they become super successful, and that is wonderful for them. But yeah, that's just, it's not what I'm trying to do. So now maybe I should show you some of the kinds of things that I actually sell in my Etsy shop. In this basket we have some examples of the types of things that I sell on my Etsy shop. These are all pre-made and ready to go. We've got coasters, Christmas tree decorations, coffee cozies, scrunchies, macrame keychains. It's a bit of a mix, again, because I'm just making whatever I feel like I want to make and then putting it up on the internet and seeing if anyone wants to buy it. Some of my stuff is still made to order. So for instance, I make these little personalized bracelets and those have to be made to order because I need to know the name that's going on them. But generally, because I just enjoy crocheting, I will sit down in the evening and make a bunch of stuff and then it's ready to go if someone buys it, and that's easier for me. So this is pretty much what my life looks like since I started my Etsy shop. Wool, wool, wool. Because as you saw, most of the stuff that I make and sell is like crochet or knitting or that kind of thing, because that's just something I enjoy doing, and that's something that people seem to enjoy buying. For a while I was kind of into making those polymer clay earrings, and I think I might get back into that, but it's just messier. Actually, a really great tip for any of you out there who are thinking of starting your own Etsy shop is to be very mindful of the products that you start out with. Anytime you do anything in life, it costs money, and especially if you're going to be selling things or starting like a small business, you need some money up front to pay for like your materials and your packaging supplies and all that jazz. When you're first starting out, you're probably going to want to keep those upfront costs as low as possible, because at the end of the day, you really don't know what direction this online shop is going to go in. And one of the easy ways to keep those costs down that I did not adhere to when I first started was to be kind of niche with what you're offering. It is known that I have like shiny object syndrome, especially when I first started my Etsy shop. I mean, I wasn't really doing it from a business standpoint. I just wanted to do all the crafts And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sell mugs, I'm gonna sell glasses, I'm gonna sell coasters, I'm gonna sell knitted stuff, I'm gonna sell hats, I'm gonna sell earrings. And it's like, girl, slow down, because for each type of product you have to go out and buy the materials, which honestly that was fine for me, because like I said, I was mostly doing these crafts for fun and to keep myself entertained, so I didn't really mind going out and buying a bunch of clay and a bunch of wool. I knew I would use it up anyway. But the real kicker is, if you're opening an Etsy shop, at least try and keep your products at the beginning to a similar size. What really got me was having to buy all the different types of boxes and postage, because like one minute I was selling coasters and those could go in a padded envelope, and then I wanted to sell gin glasses and I had to get like really specifically sized boxes for that and all the packaging that comes with it. And I actually ended up losing over £60 when I was selling those gin glasses, because the amount of packaging, like specific packaging I had to buy in just for those, outweighed the amount that I actually sold. So yeah, don't be like me. That's not to say you can't branch out, just be mindful when you're adding new products to your shop. Like, do I have the appropriate packaging for this? If not, how much is it going to cost me? Like, do I know the shipping costs that this is going to incur because it's a different size, it's a different weight? Like, am I prepared to invest all this money and time into a new product that's totally different from what I've already been selling? Anyway, speaking about packaging, I actually do need to package up some orders now so I can show you guys how I do that. Okay, so first I need to check, obviously, on my Etsy shop and see what people have been ordering. Like, what do I need to send out? And one big tip that I learned from the run up to Christmas last year is to keep your quantities low. Last year I was literally making every single thing I sold to order, and I was up until 3 o'clock in the morning, sometimes crocheting. That was a whole time. So now, instead of putting like 30 items in stock or 20 items in stock, I always limit it to somewhere between 5 and 8. So if for some miracle all 8 get sold in one day, I can make 8 in a day. I can't make 30 in a day. I'm good, but I'm not that good. So yeah, I just go through, I make sure that I have everything in stock. If not, then obviously I need to take some time to make that item specifically for that person. And then I buy all of my packaging on Etsy. When I first started my shop, I didn't know you could do that. I thought I had to go to the post office to buy packaging. This works out so much better because Etsy takes the postage money, like for the stamp or whatever, out of your profits. So you don't have to pay for that up front. Whereas if you're going down to the post office, you need to pay for that postage first before Etsy gives you the money for the sale. So yeah, I just don't like doing that. If I was running this thing more like a real business, then I would buy my packaging in bulk, because buying in bulk is always cheaper, but I'm not. So I just get padded envelopes from Poundland. I think it's £5 for a pound, which, like, again, if I bought them in bulk, it would be a lot cheaper, but Poundland is close by, it's very convenient, and I just restock as I go. Because another big thing is that I just don't have the space to have like 1,000 envelopes. So honestly, this was one of the best purchases that I made for my Etsy shop. It's just one of those little paper cutters. I think it was like £7 in Hobbycraft. Oh my gosh, I think you guys are wonky. Hang on. Your girl needs a new tripod. That is for sure. Santa, you listening? I'm trying not to show you like all the personal details on this shipping label. But yeah, when they print out in a little square like this. So before I bought this, I was having to go in with the scissors and cut out each label, and it took forever. This just saves me time, time is precious. You can get shipping label printers which look really cool, and they will print the shipping labels directly onto a sticker, and that way you just have to peel it and stick it and you're good to go, and it just takes the whole cutting and sticking element out of it. Again, if I was running this like a business, then I would be more inclined to do that, but it's just not an expense that I need for the amount of sales that I make. So the packaging for my little string bracelets all gets made with my Cricut machine. That I just find is the easiest way to do it. So while that is doing its thing, I'm just going to pull all of the other products that I need to package up and get everything ready to go. The tags for my coasters I also make on my Cricut machine, but since those don't have to be personalized, I just make up a bunch of those in bulk so they are ready to go. Now, I like to wrap everything up in tissue paper before it goes into the envelope, because I think part of the beauty of ordering from a small business is that it's more personal than when you just get like a generic package from Amazon. So I package it up into tissue paper. I also highly recommend getting little stickers like these. These ones say handmade with love. Okay, I know I was literally just bashing Amazon, but that's where these came from. I think it was a roll of, I don't know, several hundred. There are a lot of them. I've been working through this roll for a while, and I think I paid about £4.50, maybe £5. So I'll link these down below. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's just really nice to add a little bit of a handmade touch. And then along those lines, I also like to include these little thank you cards. I don't put these in if the item is marked as a gift because they already come with a little gift note. But yeah, I just think it's a nice little way to put a handwritten message and say thanks for supporting my small business. I think those little touches mean a lot. Now these were extremely inexpensive, and this is a hack. I designed these on canva.com. Again, you guys know I love Canva. I'll leave a link in the description box because this video is not sponsored, but I have become an affiliate. So what I did was I designed them originally to look like this. So it's one on top of the other. And then I had them printed through free prints. If you don't know what free prints is, it's amazing. I don't really understand how this business model works, but essentially you get so many free prints a month and they are literally free. I think it might be 50, maybe it's 30, I don't remember. But you get a set amount of free prints, like literally photo prints per month. You just have to pay for the postage and then they come to your house. So if you design your little thank you cards like this, then you can just snip them in two. They're the perfect little size for a thank you card, and I mean, that's the most inexpensive way I could think of to possibly do this. That wind, can you hear it? Wild. Anyway, I feel like that pretty much covers all of the behind the scenes of my Etsy shop, kind of what I make, how I make it, how I package it, and the stuff that I would recommend using if you are going to start your own Etsy shop. I hope you found this useful. I hope you found it at least entertaining in some way. When I first started my Etsy shop, I found a lot of videos about starting an Etsy shop were kind of more advanced. I don't know if more advanced is the word. People would be recommending places to get like branded packaging, and that's great. Branded packaging looks awesome, it's fun, but like I said earlier, when you are first starting out, you definitely don't need to be spending hundreds of pounds on packaging. Keep your costs as low as possible, because at the end of the day, you might not even enjoy doing this. So don't throw a lot of money at it at the beginning. And then when you start to make money, you can invest those profits back into growing things, having more branded packaging if that's something you're interested in. I've been running this shop for over a year. I'm still using packaging from Poundland. Works just fine for me. So maybe this video gives you, I don't know, a different kind of perspective. I hope it was helpful in some way. If you did enjoy it, please go ahead and let me know by giving it a thumbs up. I will be back tomorrow with another Vlogmas video. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching. Remember that you are enough just as you are, and I love you. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.